We are made members of his body. So this is what we see in the action of the church doing the same thing. Christ is still operative in the world. The Spirit is operative in the world, coming from the Father and leading the world back to the Father, to this friendship and this union. Now, I'm going to hit the alarm button to wake you all up and say to you something that's very beautiful. And that is that for any of this work, of any of this mission of the Word and of the Spirit, how that has been done or who has accompanied that in the world is our Blessed Mother. The Father chose Our Lady to be very integral and instrumental in his own action of grace in the world. And so when he sent forth the Word for the purpose of our redemption, for restoring us to friendship with himself, he did this through the instrumentality of Our Lady. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling place among us in the womb of our Blessed Mother. And so it was through her participation, her yes, that this mission is carried out in the world. Likewise, when the Holy Spirit comes into the world, we identify Our Lady as the spouse of the Holy Spirit. God, in only the way God could exercise humility, disposes himself in a way, again, because of the incarnation, links himself in the working of the Holy Spirit to our Blessed Mother. And so wherever the Holy Spirit is at work, it really is through this instrumentality of Our Lady. And so this action of the Father in sending forth and leading back, Our Lady accompanies every movement of God in restoring us to that friendship. And so likewise, when we look at the mission of the church, what happens? But Our Lady is right there at the outpouring of the Holy Spirit, at the birthday of the church, at the beginnings of the church on Pentecost. She's there with the disciples, saying and being a model, really, yes, this is how you receive the Spirit, and this is how you act as one who has received the Spirit. And so she encouraged the disciples to step forward and to begin to carry out that mission that was commanded to them, to preach the gospel to the nations, so that all of us could hear the gospel preached to us in our own tongue, and that we could share one faith, one belief in the one God. And so Our Lady is integral and accompanies intimately the mission of evangelization and any missionary activity of the church. Isn't that what evangelization is all about? Isn't that the missionary activity of the church, that we're sent by the Father to preach the gospel so that all mankind may come to this knowledge of Christ, by the Holy Spirit be made one with him, and as members of Christ's body be united with the Father and share and participate in his glory in heaven.